getting ready to go out on the bike. Yesterday I was talking about muscle motor recruitment and torque and why that matters as a cyclist to make you stronger going up hills. And someone was chatting to me about RPM and cadence and what is the best cadence to be able to be efficient riding up hills. And the answer to that isn't that straightforward, although when you look at the science, it's pretty much self-selected by the cyclist. However, having said that, one of the things to think about is that more experienced, stronger cyclists with a real emphasis on stronger cycling the stronger cyclist is always going to be more efficient and generally self-selects a higher cadence because they just find that more economical. And that's partly or mainly down to the fact that they are strong and they've got a massive aerobic pool and a very high utilization of VO2 at that effort, whereas beginners tend not to be that fit and definitely don't have the strength. And this is one of the reasons why it's so important to think out of the box as a cyclist and hit the gym, because real strength comes from lifting heavier weights from about 75% up to 95% of your 1 rep max, which is something that body weight alone won't be able to achieve, and definitely torque training on the bike is not good for. However, torque training on a bike can teach you about power transference and control through the pedal stroke, which is a definitely good tool to use in the toolbox. It is something to think about. When people start riding bikes, often I see them sit in a gear and from the same gear from the bottom to the top. Now, most hills have different gradients up them. They're not, unless you're in France, riding up the Galibier, and even that has different gradients to it. They change as you go up, so your cadence needs to change and your gearing needs to change. But the thing to get across here is that to be efficient and fast, if you're always in lower gears, you're basically burning your muscles and the muscle units out. And that's very fatiguing. The fitter you are, the stronger you are, the more efficient you are at being able to do that. But at some point, it's going to backfire on you. So it's all about being efficient and fast climbing. And that's about gearing and thinking about making sure that what you're doing in training is focused on building an aerobic engine, making you very strong, raising your VO2 and your threshold. This is why you have structured training, and it takes time to build that body that you want to be able to climb faster. Hope that makes sense. If it has, hit me a like and a follow, and if you've got any questions, stick them in the box below.